This is Professor Gibson. Welcome to Math 261 Applied Calculus this summer. I am just going to give you a brief intro to the course, kind of show you how it's laid out, a few things about it, hit a couple important highlights, all right? So here we go. As you can see, I am here on our home page in Canvas. First, I'm going to open up the calendar. This is also posted in the syllabus, all right? So you see we have 8 weeks here, right? And the 8th week, really, the only thing that's in it is review for the final, which is actually a homework assignment, and then the final itself. So we have 7 weeks to cover all the material in this course. In a regular semester, we'd have 15, okay? So what that means is we get a lot of work to do. There's a plus and a minus, right? The minus is we have a lot of work to do each week. The plus is once you're done, right? Once you're done in 8 weeks, you're done. You finish the whole course. All right. So typically, let's look here. Let's look at week 1. All right. This column here is the material covered. So we're going to cover 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. Here's the assignments that are due. It's going to be the homework on 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, and something called the prep work and quiz 1. All right. Same idea for week 2, homework, prep work, and quiz 2. All right. We're going to come back in a minute and talk about the prep work. Week 3, as you're going to see, I've highlighted where the tests are in green. Week 3, we've got 2 sections of homework and prep work for it, and there's no quiz, but there is the test. And this thing here that says review for test 1 is actually a homework assignment. Okay, the way I have set the course up is when you're doing the homework each week, you have to get 80% or better on the previous homework to work the next homework. And then like when you get to the quiz, you will have had to have gotten 80% or better on all 3 of those homeworks before to let you take the quiz. All right? Now, and then when you take a test, you're going to have to get 80% or better on the review assignment for the test, which counts as a homework. All right? So in a test week, what's happening actually is like you have 3 homework assignments. You have the review, and then there's homework for 2 sections. All right. Now let's talk about the prep work. The prep work is where you are going to do in this class the kind of thing that you would normally in a regular class that you would do in class. All right. So what's happening here? Let's go over to the modules page. There are 3 units: Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. At the moment, you won't be able to see Unit 2 and Unit 3 because I don't have them displayed, but I'll have them up displayed shortly. And what happens is at the end of each unit is a test, and then there's one more section, and then the final. All right, so we get in here. So this is the typical layout. Unit 1, Week 1, and then has all the Week 1 assignments, right? And then Week 2. All right, so let's look at the Week 1 assignments. The really thing that we've talked about all of them really. When I look at the prep work, you'll notice there's a video here. Now the video labels in the modules thing are kind of weird. I mean, the system picked them. I'm not sure where they got 17, and then like this one's 8. The numbers don't make any sense, but it doesn't matter. You click on the link, right? So this is section 2.1. These are the videos for section 2.1. You click on the link. 2.1 actually has 4 videos. Most sections have fewer than that. And actually, I think this is the most any section has. All right. Now, so what's going to happen here is the prep work assignments. Actually, I should stay where I was because it'll confuse things. You get to them through the modules, or you can come over here to assignments, either one. But, well, you won't be able to see the assignments. So in the module, Week 1 prep works. It says 2.1 through 2.3. So 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. Select the link below to get the prep work document to fill out, right? So the idea is you download it and fill it out. Students do it a couple ways. Some students will print it out and then write on it by hand and take pictures of it using a PDF item in their cell phone, right? Fill out the document as you watch this week, then scan it or take a photo and convert it to PDF format and upload to the link provided with this assignment. That's how I recommend you do it. It is a Word document though, So some students will type their math into it. I'm okay with that. That's fine too. One thing though, all prep work must be handwritten or typed. All copied and pasted material will be given 0 credit. What you're going to find when you get into the prep work, right, is I have gone through and found the key points in each video. And there are questions. What this is guided notes. It's helping you take notes on the key items. And then I reached the point where I started requiring this as an assignment, because in these online classes, there's something about it. Too many people take shortcuts or try to take them. And really, if you don't work through the material in the videos, there's no way you're going to figure out how to answer all the math questions. It just doesn't work that way. So that's what's happening. The prep work all together is 10% of your grade, all right? And really, it's much more important than just 10%, because this is like going to class, all right? So that's what they are. So they're guided notes. You download it, watch each video. Actually, let me show you something. What I would recommend actually is so like this particular week, right, it's sections 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, all right? And so section 2.1, what I do is I'd recommend that you saw those 4 videos in that video link under 2.1, right? So watch those videos one at a time and fill out the notes here, right? Open up the notes, start going on the first video. You'll see, I mean, I have screenshots in here. It'll show you right where you need to, I picked the screenshots to guide you to the right places. So you watch them, you answer the questions, right? And then when you're done with the questions for 2.1, then in the modules, do the homework for 2.1, all right? You'll see for some reason, the Lumen Learning broke the 2.1 homework down into 3 separate little pieces. I will say, don't freak a little bit. These early homework assignments have far more questions in them than the later ones, but that's mostly because they're quick. Once you understand how to do them, there's not a lot of calculating going on or anything. The questions are quick to answer, but there's a fair number. There's quite a few of them. All right. So this is the basic idea. Each week, right? Homework, prep work, take the quiz. Week 1, week 2, homework, prep work, take the quiz. Week 3. You have a review assignment, which counts as the homework for test 1 and then test 1. Now, here's the other thing. If you look at the due dates, the homework, prep work, and quizzes are all due on Sundays. The test, review, and tests are all due on Saturdays. All right? So, I mean, I actually recommend that you get the test 1 and review for test 1 done before Saturday of week 3 to give you more time to work on the homework and prep work, but I understand sometimes if you're working full-time, you got a lot going on, you got to have the weekends, so I set them on Saturday to give you the maximum flexibility. You will notice, by the way, here, July 4th is a Sunday. Stuff is due. If you want the 4th off, then just get it done on the Saturday the 3rd or Friday the 2nd or something. You can have that off, right? Okay, that's the layout for the course. You can see where the tests and the reviews are. As I said, they're all on Saturdays. Same thing with a final exam, right? The review for the final and the final. Each test review is a homework, all right? And as I mentioned before, like to do a homework, you have to have gotten at least an 80 on the previous homework, all right? To take a test, you have to have worked your review for the test until you have at least an 80, okay? And like the review for the tests are homework assignments, and like all the other homeworks, every question on that you can do as many times as you need to get it right. If you're struggling with one, you're always welcome to send me an email. I'll be glad to help you with any homework or review or test review question. All right. Now, I have one other thing I want to show you here in the course. Let's go over to the syllabus. Well, a couple things. Easy one here, my office hours, Thursday, 5 to 6. It'll be in the ARC. If you click on the link, it'll take you there. All right, in other words, it's a Zoom office hours. Other stuff is in here. The book is free. The Lumen Learning software we're using is free. You're going to need a scientific calculator when you're not allowed to use a graphing one. Here's the 3 that are permitted. Now, the main thing I really want to come over here and talk to you about just for a moment. By the way, oh yeah, here, this shows you by category what your percent of your grade is, right? The prep work is 10%, homework is 10, quizzes are 15. The 3 tests together are 45, the final's 20. I will replace your worst test score with your score on the final if it helps you. The final itself cannot be replaced. It's cumulative and it must be taken. All right. But let's say you got a really bad test score, or for some reason you actually got way behind one test week and didn't even take it. You got a 0. I will replace whatever your lowest test grade is with your score on the final as long as it helps you. All right. Let's talk about attendance. Well, we're not going to meet in a regular scheduled class time like we would if this were a what they call a brick and mortar or a regular, in a face-to-face class, right? So attendance in these kind of classes is tracked by work completed. Here's the way I've set it up. There is either a quiz or a test due every single week. Every week has either a quiz or a test, as well as some other work, right? Now, so here's the deal. If you have a missing score or a 0 on any quiz or test, that'll count as an absence. So in other words, your attendance is just once a week. Each week is attendance. Get as far as doing the quiz or the test, I'll count you as attended. Don't get that far, you don't. If you're running behind and you need a little extra time, be sure to communicate with me as soon as possible. So long as you're generally keeping up, you'll find that I'm pretty flexible about that, but you need to generally keep up and you need to communicate with me quickly. All right? The way the course is set up, you're allowed up to 2 absences, right? Before the last day to withdraw. Okay? So you can miss some combination of 2 quiz and or test. Your various important academic dates, add, drop, withdraw, they're here on the John Tyler calendar. Click on the link, pick summer 21. This is an 8-week course. You can kind of tell that because see how it begins on June 7th right here, classes begin. Last day to drop with a refund is June 14th. So in other words, if you drop the class on or before June 14th, like it goes away like it's never happened, John Tyler will give you your money back and nothing ever shows up in your transcript. After June 14th, up until July 12th, if you, they call it withdraw then, if you drop out of class, you will get a grade of W, which does not affect your GPA. After the 12th, you get whatever your grades add up to, okay? All right, I think that's it. Was there something else? All right, so hopefully I've hit all the highlights. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, I am Professor Gibson, and I am looking forward to a great semester. Have a great summer.